Just two questions. How do you feel with this achievement, and what is the plan going into the next round?
Yeah. Well, obviously, I think a lot of people, as you said, didn't believe we would get out of the group. Um, it's the group of death. It was the hardest group there, and I think that showed the class of our players and the character of the players, the competitiveness. We had a very short period of time with them to get them ready. So I'm extremely proud of them to make it out of the group. And now that we've made it out of the group, we don't want our work to be done. We want to continue. And I think the match against England is certainly going to be another challenge, but I think the players are up to it. We're playing the European champions now. They're champions for a reason. They have quite a good team. We know that and we respect that. But I think the players understand we've played the Olympic gold medalists and we've played Australia, two top 10 teams in the world. And I don't think they will be intimidated by the moment at all. Now it's just a time to go out and perform.
Yeah, talking about performance, we saw what England did to China. When they started this tournament, they were not as brutal as they were against China, but somehow 6-1.
Right.
So Lauren James, Boso, and Kelly,
Yeah.
Chloe, all of them coming in to score.
Yeah.
What do you make of this current crop of talented England players, and how can we overrun them and get into the quarterfinals?
Well, they're extremely talented. I mean, with Lucy Bronze and Rachel Daly on the flanks, and the way James is playing and creating all kinds of havoc up front. Russo, the whole group, they're all extremely talented players. So we've got to come up with a game plan to make sure we can change the way. We saw how China played. I think the one big difference in us and China is that they don't have our speed and our athleticism and our strength. They were organized, but I think the physicality was too much. England was too powerful and played around them. And so I hope that that will be the leveling piece of our team against them, that we have much more strength, power, and speed than China did. And so we'll put a game plan in place to try to utilize those strengths against England.
Yeah, we haven't seen some players in this tournament. We'll be eager to see people like Zara Faris. She was not in the Africa Cup of Nations because of the COVID issues and everything that happened.
Right.
She couldn't travel down. But we haven't seen her in this tournament. Are we expected to see her in the round of 16?
Well, we hope so. She's been, we didn't have her much, as you said, in AFCON because she couldn't get out of China. Now that we've had her, she came into camp and she picked up an injury. I think maybe the second or third day of camp. So that's why we haven't seen her. She's been set back. She really only started training before the second match against Australia. I think she just trained the day before, so she really wasn't ready to help us in Australia. And then because of the quick turnaround between Australia and the Ireland match, we only had one really good day of training. So I know she's impatient and she wants to be in and she feels ready to be in, but this will give us an opportunity to have 3 or 4 more days to get a chance to see her and make sure that she's fully ready and fit. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see her in some shape, in the match.
Okay, talking about players that are fit and all, I noticed while watching your training that you were handling their conditioning differently, the player conditioning, their fitness levels, the drills that they get to do for fitness. They even had 2-3 days free from training.
Right.
Can you just talk us through walking the players through their fitness and ensuring that they don't get injured, they just peak at the right level of fitness?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, that's why we brought this young man on, is Kyle has been a great asset to the staff. And so I think he can better address the physical side of it.
Yeah, so the girls have had quite a demanding last week, playing 2 games over the last 4 or 5 days, so it was vital they got 2 days rest. They've got over that now. They looked a bit tired after the Ireland game, so that's why we give them an extra day off. But now coming back onto it today, the girls are at it. We've increased the running again today, and their overall condition is very, very good. They're a fit bunch of girls anyway, so that helps. But we just have to maintain it now and do what we have to do over the next 3 or 4 days to keep that level of sharpness before the game on Monday.
in your last press conference, you were told that they found a chieftaincy title for you. Okay, so Nigerians love winning. Nigerians are passionate about their football, and they quickly get behind any team that delivers the goods. Just for 30 seconds, 1 minute, just talk to Nigerians, assure them about this crop of players and how dedicated you guys are to delivering the goods.
Yeah, and well, listen, I think to all the people back in Nigeria, number one, we appreciate all of the support. I know there's been times they haven't been on my side, but I think now that they can see the work we put in and the work the team has put in, they're prepared as well as we possibly can. So rest assured, these players are going to give you everything they have. They're going to give you every ounce of pride in the country and pride in wearing the jersey, and I would expect them to come out flying against England, and we believe we can get a result, and I think the players believe that too. So continue to support us, keep sending us all those great vibes all the way from Nigeria, and hopefully we will be having more days to discuss this after Monday.